financial tremor recently shook the foundation of the global financial order. A major credit agency looked at the political dysfunction and unsustainable debt of the US and consequently downgraded its credit rating, the world's largest economy. My friends, this is not just a number on a spreadsheet. It is a signal, an indicator of the gigantic damage the political and economically completely illiterate Orange Fascist Ganster has done to the United States. Historically speaking, an era of unchallenged US single pole stability is over. It has inaugurated into a new age of world finance, an age of rebalancing where every nation is recalculating its dependencies. And in this moment of recalibration, a quiet but profound opportunity has emerged. Not in the halls of Washington, but in the boardrooms of Tokyo, Brussels, and yes, here at home. This is the story of the Canadian advantage. I will break it down into three clear sections. First, the geopolitical shield, how a deep, quiet partnership with Japan is building economic security for both nations. Secondly, the regulatory frontier, how an alliance with Europe is setting the global rules for the next technological age. And third, the synthesis, how those dual partnerships are crafting a Canadian role of unprecedented global significance. Let's get right to it. Japan, the world's fourth largest economy, is executing one of the most consequential strategic pivots in our time. And it's doing it not with loud declarations, but with quiet, substantial capital. The goal is no longer just efficiency, it is security. After experiencing volatile supply chain and geopolitical pressure, mostly borne by Trump's moronic foreign policies, Japan's leaders now prioritize one thing above all: reliability. And they have identified Canada as perhaps the most reliable long-term partner in the democratic world. And what is Japan doing? It is now investing heavily into Canada. And together, the two countries forming an economic shield in critical minerals, essentials for electronic vehicles and electronics overall, in green hydrogen projects for next generation energy, and partnerships for advanced manufacturing. Those are not short-term trades, my friends. Those are 30-year bets on Canadian stability, transparent regulations, and predictable governance. For Canada, this means more investment, but an even broader, diversified economic base and reducing an over-reliance on any single market. It means becoming an indispensable, trusted partner in the supply chain of a technological superpower. And Japan isn't just buying our resources. No, even better, it is also investing heavily into our systems. While Japan secures physical supply chains, Europe and Canada are collaborating into something equal powerful: the architecture of the technological future itself. This partnership moves beyond simple trade. It is a concerted effort to set the global standards for AI and build purpose-driven technological ecosystems. It is a response, perhaps the first significant one, to the raising voices concerned about the very real danger related to AI. The focus is on ethics, human oversight, and digital trust, creating a democratic countermodel to other visions of tech governance. My friends, this is huge for Canada. This is a chance to be a norm setter, not a norm taker, by aligning closely with the European Union's vast regulatory framework. Canadian tech companies gain a first mover advantage. A Canadian AI firm that meets those stringent, value-based standards isn't just ready for the Canadian market. No, it's literally pre-approved for the huge entire European Union single market. Again, this is huge. This alliance elevates Canada's role. We are no longer just participants in the digital economy. Alongside the EU, we are helping to rewrite the rulebook, positioning democratic values at the core of any technological progress. Individually, those are significant partnerships. However, together, they form a powerful, coherent strategy. The true Canadian advantage. The credit shock in the South created the imperative for diversification, and Japan provided the model for deep, trust-based economic security, while Europe provides the framework for leadership in the digital century. This dual-pillar approach transforms Canada's position in the world on the world stage. We are evolving from a North American neighbor into a global hub, a security source of what the world needs physically, and a trusted architect of the world it wants to build digitally. Our opportunity is to leverage this unique credibility to attract more talent, more sustainable investment, and more strategic influence. The task is to uphold the trust that makes it all possible by investing in our own sovereignty, our infrastructure, and our social resilience. We stand at an inflection point. It is so clear to see. The old centers of gravity are shifting. In their place, new alliances are being built, not on sheer power or intimidation, but on predictability, shared values, and long-term vision. Canada, through quiet diligence and steadfast principles, has earned a seat at this new table. My final question for you is this. How do you feel about this major rebalancing act, forging a new economic world order? What is your opinion about our closer ties with Japan and the European Union? Please share your perspective in the comments below. If this video gives you value, I would love it if you subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. So please do support that goal if you are curious. And if you like this channel's deep dives, click the like button and ring the bell so you won't miss my next one. Thanks for watching. I'm Wilfried Lemkuller from Europe Curious.